Hi everyone, so today I want to show you how to make this card. So this is, as you probably, those of you who've seen my channel before, you'll know that I did a 6x6 version of this. So this is a 5x7 version, and this is the 5x7 portrait. I have another 5x7 version coming soon, but this is the 5x7 portrait version. It's really cute, really nice, stands up really nicely. And I just think it's really quite cool. So it folds flat, so you just press the middle down and fold your pillars in, and it will fit in an envelope for a 5x7 card. The papers that I've used on this are my Festive Soldiers paper pack, which is available on Amazon as a paper pad, and it's also available as a digital kit over on DRK Crafts and also in my Ko-fi shop. All the links are in the description below. This greeting here is actually from my Yuletide Wishes paper pad, again available on Amazon, available in my Ko-fi shop, so go and check those out. And yeah, it's a really nice little card. You've got space on the back to write. You could make this white bit bigger if you wanted to, and in the video I tell you how to do that. But yeah, it's just a really cool little card, and I quite like this portrait version. I've had to shrink the pillars down, but I actually quite like it. It kind of makes it a bit more elegant, I think. But yeah, so that's the video for today, so let's get into it. Okay, so for this card, you're going to need 2 pieces of base card that are 5x7, and on these, you want to score them at 3/4 of an inch, at 2.5, and at 4.25. And you're going to score both of them the same. So you should end up with that, hopefully. So we're going to put those to one side. Next up, you need 2 pieces that are 3 inches by 4.5. And on these, you're going to score them at 3/8, 1 1/8, 1 7/8, and 2 5/8. And you do the same on this one as well. So that's what you should end up with. If you want to do it as one big piece like that, and then score the big piece and then cut them down, you can. Then next up, we've got 2 pieces that are 2 1/4 by 3 inches. And again, along the 3-inch edge, you want to do the exact same score lines you just did. So if you want to do a whole big sheet and do it in one go, you can. So again, we're scoring at 3/8, 1 1/8, 1 7/8, 2 5/8. So then you want to go ahead and fold and burnish all of your score lines. So you should end up with a whole load like that. And then these 2 here, we want to do a valley fold, mountain, and then valley. So that's what you should end up with, those 2. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and stick these 2 together, first of all. In fact, before we do that, we'll stick these pieces on here. So you're going to need, in total, 2 pattern pieces, and these measure 1.5 by 6 3/4, and they're going to go there. And you're going to need 2 white pieces that measure the same to go on the other panel here. Now, if you want to obviously stamp a greeting before you do that, you can. I'm just going to go ahead and stick it down because I think I'm probably going to add a peel off on my white pieces as a greeting. Okay, so you should end up with that, hopefully. So now we're going to go ahead and stick these 2 pieces together. Now you can use either red tape or you can use wet glue. I'm going to use wet glue. So just turn that piece over, and then on this little tab here, we go ahead and add some glue onto here. And I'm also going to do it on here. I'm going to do 2 sides at once. And then we're going to take the other piece and line it up edge to edge like that, and then just make sure it is completely lined up, and then spread it out and lay it down. Just make sure it's all completely lined up. You haven't got any gaps. Mine's a little bit gappy over there. Just turn this around. And just beware of any glue leakages, like I've got a bit of a leakage here, because you don't want it sticking in the middle. So you should end up with that. Okay, so now we want to go ahead and decorate up these pieces, well, some of these pieces. So we're going to start with the big ones. In total, you're going to need 4 pieces of pattern paper, and these are 5/8 by 4 3/8, and these are going to go just literally on the 2 outside pieces here. So you've got a tab, then 2 panels, and then you've got your center panel. Don't put it on your center panel, just on these 2 outside panels. So I'm going to go ahead and do that for both of my panels. So you should end up with that. Now, some of you might notice that there's not much of a border. And the reason why I've done that is because otherwise you'd have to have a 1/2 inch strip, and you would have quite a lot of a border. And because you haven't got that much like space, surface area, I decided to go for just 1/8 of an inch instead. So that's why you haven't got a lot of a border, but it's fine. I always think when it's a bit thinner and a bit more skinny, then that's kind of the way to go. So that's those. And then on these here, these little small ones, you need in total, you're going to need 8 pieces of pattern paper. And these are 5/8 by 2 1/8. And these are going to go on all 3 sections. And again, with these, you'll notice these are a little bit, there's not a lot of border. If you want to trim down a little bit more, you can. Top and bottom especially, I think I probably need to trim a bit more, but I might just leave them and see how we go. So yeah, go and stick those down. 1 2 3 4 5 6, and then there's 2 more which we're going to use later on, so just use 6 for now. Okay, so you should end up with that, and then you should end up with 2 little spare ones. Right, so what we want to do now is bring these back in again, and then we're going to bring our main piece in. Obviously this is my front. So then you can either put red tape on these or wet glue. I'm going to go wet glue this time around just because they are quite thin. And in previous times when I've tried to use thin red tape, it has ended up going a bit wrong. So take your box thing and add some glue or red tape onto that tab. Then you want to fold the tab over and line up that folded edge with your cut edge of your card, and make sure it all lines up along the bottom and it lines up along the side. And then you want to add some more glue or red tape onto this tab here. And then you're going to fold along. So you've got your tab, which is the first score line, second score line. Fold along the second score line. Actually, no, you want to fold along the first score line. And then you want to fold along this one here. So you've got 1 panel, 2 panels, and then you want to fold that whole bit under and stick that down, because you want this is going to be the edge, because this is 5 by 7. So if you want it to fit in an envelope for 5 by 7 card, then you need to fold everything in rather than out. So this needs to be the edge of your card. So you want to fold it in. So you've got 1 panel, 2 panels, and then the rest is underneath. And then when you pop it up, you should hopefully have that little pillar on the edge of your card like that. So we're going to repeat that exact process again on this side, but obviously the other way around. So I'm just going to start with this right hand side tab. And we'll start with this side here. And then I'm just going to fold just the tab over, and we're going to line that up with the side of our card and also along the bottom to make sure it's straight. Then we want to add some more glue or red tape onto this other tab here. And then we're going to fold along that one we just did, and then fold that entire, so tab plus 1 section over like that, and then fold and just stick down. So again, they both go inside like that. So you've got this 5 by 7 footprint still. You haven't gone out of that. And just double check if you're using wet glue that you're not sticking it flat. Just check that's all okay, which it is. So now while that's just drying, we're going to go ahead and do these two here. So these two pieces here are 5/8 by 2 3/8. So when you're cutting up your panels, just be very careful that you don't end up mixing up your 2 3/8 with your 2 1/8, because obviously they're very close. So while that's drying, we're just going to go ahead and stick those two pieces up there. Okay, so that's where we're up to so far. So now I want to go ahead and stick these pieces on. So for each one, we're going to do similar to what we just did with the main piece with these ones. So we're going to go ahead and add some glue onto the tab here, like that. We're going to fold this one over, and then I'm also going to fold this tab over as well. And that edge there is going to line up with this score line here. Do not do it onto that edge, onto this edge here. You want to do it with that middle score line there. And so you just want to stick that down. And again, if you're using wet glue, just open it up and just make sure that you haven't got any glue leakage. Because if you have glue leakage, like I have here, and you don't check it, you're going to end up with sticking the whole pillar together, which isn't going to be good. So, and just make sure it's nice and level and straight and everything. Okay, so while that's drying, I'm going to do the one on the other side. So again, I'm going to do the right hand tab this time. Add a little bit of glue on. Fold along that edge. Make sure this is folded in, and then line that up so that it's the edge of that tab score line lines up with this center score line here, and stick that down. And then hopefully now this one's now, in fact, before we go ahead and stick these down, let's go ahead and put these on. So you had two remaining pieces that were 2 1/8, and these just need to go in here. And it's better to do it now, because if you do it now, you're not going to have to fight with the boxes. And also it means you're allowing time, if you're using wet glue, you're allowing time for these to dry. So let's go ahead and add these little pieces in. Okay, so then we need to go ahead and complete these boxes. So again, we're going to go ahead, add a bit of glue onto this tab here. And then we want it all to fold inwards, so we're going to fold along this. So you've got your tab and your first one, so fold that whole section there and stick that down. And again, just make sure if you've got wet glue, just make sure you haven't got any leakages and it's sticking you down anywhere you shouldn't be stuck. Make sure it's nice and straight. So that's that one. And then we're going to do the same with this one. Okay, so you should, now my glue's a little bit still a bit wet, but anyway, you should end up with that. Obviously you can change up your pattern pieces, but I quite like the idea of them all being the same pattern. And then the only thing I thought we'd do before we decorate the front is on the back, I quite like a bit of pattern piece down the side here. So I've cut out two strips that are 5/8 by 6 7/8, and they're just going to go on there like that. I just thought it might just complete the back a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and stick those down. Right, so that's that on the back. I just think it adds a little bit extra. So let's turn it over. Now, one thing I did forget to do, which I do tend to forget to do quite often, is not stick these papers down just yet, these pattern papers. So I've got two different bits here. So this is obviously from the Festive Soldiers pack, and I was going to put him there and then have a Merry Christmas at the top, and I was just going to do it on little tabs that you wouldn't see. But since I've forgotten, it doesn't matter. We will just go ahead and I'll probably just use either red or like a teal colour, and just make little tabs to stick them on with. Okay, so I'm going to use both of these, and I've found some blue card, and it's not identical, it's slightly paler, but it's enough of a match that I'm happy with that. So I've gone for, and it all depends on what size your decorations are, your embellishments are. So for this top one, I've gone for 1 by 1 inch, 2 pieces, and then I've scored it halfway at 1/2 inch on both pieces. This one I've gone for 3/4 of an inch tall by 1 inch, and again obviously scored it halfway at 1/2 inch. So we're just going to fold those in half. I'm also going to burnish them a little bit, and these are going to act as our little tabs that our embellishments can sit on. And obviously, ideally, you'd want these to be underneath that pattern paper, but because they're going to be so close to the actual card itself. Now, obviously, you can put red tape on these if you want to. I'm going to use wet glue just because it's a little bit less faffy. And so what we want to do is I'm just going to take my soldier, put him here. So it's going to be about there is our lowest. So I'm just going to make a little mark here so I know where that needs to be. And then we're going to put a little bit of glue on this tab here. And I've got a bit too much there, so I'm going to get the other one as well and just glue them both up. And then we want to go ahead and stick them so that the folded edge lines up with the folded edge of the card and doesn't go over it as well. Because when you pop it, you want them to be able to pop out like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and I think I am going to put red tape on this time because I'm just a bit concerned that it's going to kind of pop off. So we're going to go for some red tape this time around. And I'm just going to put a bit of red tape on both of those pieces. If, like me, you find you've cut your red tape a little bit too long, it's fine. Just peel the backing off and then just very carefully with a pin or whatever, fold the excess that is hanging off the edge over and back on itself. And then that way you avert disaster. And then take your embellishment and put it on. You need to make sure that soldier is standing upright. Oh, there we go. Now I've got a little bit there that's poking out. So let's see, we can scooch him over a little bit, can't we? Like that, I think. Yep, there we go. So that is him stuck down. Fabulous. And then we just need to go ahead and do the same at the top. So it's going to put some glue on these tabs here. So then I'm going to do that the same again, take these off and stick the embellishment down. And so there you have your finished card. And obviously it stands up nicely. I really like the look of these, I have to say. And obviously because these are a little bit thinner this time, I haven't put anything coming out, but you could have stuff coming out of it. Just bear in mind, if you do have stuff coming out of it, you don't want anything coming over the footprint of your card, because otherwise then you're going to need a big envelope. But yeah, I really like it. I think it's a really nice little card. And obviously you've got space on the back to write. If you wanted to, you could do what I did on the other card, on the original one, and actually have a panel, like so, something like this, but bigger, so you could write your message on it. Again, just make sure it doesn't go outside of the footprint of the card when folded flat. And obviously it all folds down flat, so you just press the middle in and these two pillars go either side like that. And it will fit in an envelope for a 5x7 card. So there you go. So I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to go and check out my paper pads. This is the Festive Soldiers pack and also the Yuletide Wishes pack. They're available as paper pads over on Amazon, and they're also available as a digital kit on DRK Crafts at time of recording, and also on in my Ko-fi shop as well. So don't forget to go and check those out. So yes, I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you never miss a video, and we'll see you again next time. Bye!